Taylor Kesner of Wisconsin hits the cage, and a foul for her. She will not advance to the final.
After Big Tens, I'm a grown-up and I can take that one on the chin. And at the same time, that meet does not define my season, and it doesn't define who I am as a thrower, who am I as a person, or anything.
I think ultimately it was just her trying to do a little bit too much. And when she had that kind of thought process, we missed some of our positions and kind of threw her off in her throw. And after the Big Ten meet, we decided that we got to regroup, and we did some different drill work and training and manipulated the implement a little bit, made it a little bit longer so that she could feel some positions a little bit better, and I think that really clicked with her.
So I think going into this meet, it's a fresh start, and it's a nice cap for the season. This meet is something where there's no safe throws. I think everybody around you is got big throws in them at all times, and I think you gotta make it happen in the first three before you can even get to finals.
So you have to make the final if you want to win it.
First, talk to me about the morning of.
I remember I wasn't nervous the morning of. I feel like I remember going down to get breakfast and kind of treating it like a normal day. I tried not to hype myself up because I knew in the moment my blood is going to be through the roof and my heart's going to be pounding. The last thing Dave said before warm-ups was, "You got it, you have it," and that I have everything I need. The hay's in the barn, everything that I've done all fall, all winter is in there, and it's ready to be let out.
She knew the position she needed to execute in order to have a big throw.
Going into that first throw, I just wanted to hit my 90s. Me and Dave had the same cue for the past 2 weeks since Big Tens, just hitting my 90s and leaving it left to get around so I'm not falling back at the release. That first throw, it was soft, and I knew it wasn't everything I had, so I knew I could ramp it up a little bit and I could control one and get it out there.
22 meters was kind of our number, and if you hit 22 meters, you're going to be guaranteed 3 more throws.
Attempt 2 for Taylor. Let's go.
Ooh. So your second throw, you went 22.45.
Yes, Taylor! Yes, Taylor! Let's go! That's what I'm talking about!
That one, I feel like I remember, was a surprise because I knew it wasn't clean as well.
And on the delivery, a left foot came up off the ground and lost a little bit of ball speed right at the release.
So whenever it came back at 22.45, I was amped because that was a PR.
You got 2 badges in the final. It's gonna be a good one. Let's get it.
We're in the final. Likely going to be a first-team All-American. The message to her for the last 3 attempts was go after every single one. Now it's about getting aggressive and taking advantage of the opportunity that we have in front of us.
I didn't take any warm-up throws before finals. I kind of just sat and watched and was ready to get back in there for my fourth.
Taylor in the ring. Let's go, Taylor. Let's go. Here we go, Taylor.
And so this one I knew I needed to get out left and release it out. So that's probably why my toes were so cut to the line.
There you go.
I remember I came back around and my toes were on top of it, but I was watching the ball and it was far.
Oh, that was nice! That was nice! Oh, my God! Let me not get high here.
And it was a foul, and I had 2 more to go, so I walked back out. And I go back to Dave, and he said that they're saying that's a 23.50.
I told her basically you need to stack your vertebrae, making sure that you're countering the ball, and it's really going to go.
That was in the moment we both knew, we've got it today. We've got it today. That would take the win. The 23.50 would take the win, is what he said.
And then she came around in round 5 and executed that.
In that 5th throw, you threw 22.6, which was also a PB. Talk to me about that throw.
I think that was also a miss for me in the release. Looking back at the film, so I kind of fell away again. 22.60, that's a massive PR for me. My second PR of the day. I'm amped. I knew it wasn't perfect again, so I knew that I had one more to get it down and have a nice release on it.
Whenever she came back after her 5th round throw, I just simply said to her, "You're ready for this moment, and why not you?"
Why not me? And that's something. Why not me is what Dave said right before that 6th throw, I think. He was like, "Why not you?" And And that's what track's all about. You gotta show up on the day and you gotta perform just like everybody else.
And she ultimately responded.
I knew that if I got it together and I kept it calm and I didn't pull anything too quickly and I left it long, it was gonna go. So I just tried to put it all together for last throw of indoor season.
Let's go. There we go. Yeah! Yeah!
I remember walking out, and the mark was deep, and Dave gave me the eyes whenever it's a big throw. See the mark, and I'm like, I can't believe it. That's a massive PR for me. At that time, I didn't know, I wasn't paying attention that closely. I didn't have the score sheet in front of me to who was where, and then I saw the number 1, and that did it. That was it. That was what we were waiting on, and we pulled it together. It was great. I couldn't believe it in the moment. I was shocked.
He executed each of those positions on the third turn and really caught the third turn early and had a really ballistic finish, and it really exploded out of her hand on the finish.
I knew that 2350 was in the tank since the fall. I knew that, me and Dave had talked about 80 feet and how close we can get to 80 feet. And the amount of times that I've fallen short and had to watch somebody else get on the top of the podium it's been a lot, and it's been 4 years of a lot of failing. And so I'm living the dream. This is the biggest accomplishment of my career this far. I feel incredibly proud to win this event with this stacked field. Female throwers are some of the strongest people on the planet, both mentally and physically. What bigger women have to go through in society is really hard. And the fact that we can go into this space and be so fierce and feminine and compete at this high level is one of the best feelings. I feel like this accomplishment represents so many sacrifices and failures for me. It's the best feeling in the world to bring home a trophy to my parents and everybody in my hometown who supports me, and everybody along the way. A big thank you to every coach and every teammate I've ever had. You're a part of this win. This is for y'all.